We've all heard stories about the so-called American dream, where anyone willing to study hard and put in long hours can achieve financial stability. But for many people, that dream has turned into a struggle, leaving them constantly on the brink of financial disaster. They find themselves worrying about rent, mortgage payments, or a sudden medical bill that could wipe out their meager savings. This stress often cascades into other areas of life, affecting relationships and mental health in ways that are hard to measure but impossible to ignore. According to some surveys, nearly 6 out of every 10 Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Take a moment to visualize that. Next time you're in a grocery store, more than half the shoppers around you are worried about whether they can cover their bills. This issue spans every state and every city, regardless of income levels. Surprising as it is, how much money you bring home isn't the sole factor in whether you'll prosper or stay broke. Some families manage to save impressive amounts on small salaries, while others burn through 6 figures and remain trapped in debt. And it doesn't stop at groceries. Rising housing costs, student loans, and insurance premiums weigh heavily on people's minds. Warren Buffett, one of the most celebrated investors of our time, reminds us that we all need to find a way to earn money, even when we're not actively working. Otherwise, we'll be stuck working until the end of our lives. Investing in assets that generate returns, like dividend-paying stocks or rental properties, lies at the heart of this strategy. Want to break free from perpetual financial strain and create a life that supports you and the people you care about? It starts with recognizing the 5 pitfalls that keep most people in a constant state of financial worry. Imagine you see $50 in your checking account. Often, we assume that means we have $50 to spend, but that thought process can be dangerous. When you adopt a spend it as soon as you see it approach, you create a vicious cycle. You never get the chance to build an emergency fund or take advantage of potential investment opportunities. If you're spending exactly what's in your account the moment you see it, you're stuck in the zero balance mentality. This approach robs you of any safety net and makes it nearly impossible to build wealth. Remember, Warren Buffett himself leads a modest lifestyle relative to his vast net worth, because he knows that having money saved and invested is far more powerful than splurging on momentary desires. He also understands that consistent, incremental savings, no matter how small, can eventually compound into a significant sum. A lot of people confuse having money with being able to spend money. If you want to avoid zero-balance thinking, a good trick is the rule of 5. If you can't buy 5 of the items you're eyeing, you can't truly afford it yet. By setting aside part of every paycheck for savings and investments, you ensure that you're prepared for both emergencies and opportunities. Over time, this discipline can mean the difference between living paycheck to paycheck and comfortably meeting life's inevitable surprises. Ever wonder how someone driving a luxurious car or wearing designer clothes can still be broke? This often happens because of one simple word: payments. Just because you're paying $350 a month for that dream car doesn't mean you can truly afford it. You could be locking yourself into a contract that drains your monthly income without ever actually owning the asset outright until years down the line. Moreover, unexpected costs, like maintenance, insurance, or registration, can push you even further into debt. Zero APR deals and monthly installments are everywhere. Furniture, electronics, even things like inflatable pool toys. These offers can lull you into spending more than you would if you had to pay cash up front. Before you realize it, you're juggling multiple monthly bills that eat up your paycheck. Add high-interest credit card debt to the mix, and it's a financial storm that keeps you living on the edge. Some people find themselves paying the minimum on several cards, never making a dent in the principal. The allure of spread-out payments can be strong, but remember that those bills stack up. If you're already tight on cash, each monthly obligation becomes another link in the chain that prevents you from moving forward financially. By the time all your payment plans, credit card bills, and other miscellaneous charges are satisfied each month, there may be almost nothing left to save or invest. Once you break free from payment traps and stop spending every cent you have, you can harness the power of compounding. Compounding is what happens when your money starts earning its own money, growing exponentially over time. This concept applies to many investments, including dividend-paying stocks, interest-bearing accounts, and even reinvested profits in a small business. Warren Buffett frequently credits compounding as the secret sauce behind his investment success. When you put your money into assets, like stocks or real estate, it begins to generate returns. Those returns can then be reinvested, creating a snowball effect. Over the years, that snowball can turn into a massive source of wealth, but only if you're consistent and patient. Missing just a few years of potential compounding can cost you tens, or even hundreds, of thousands of dollars in future gains. Let's clarify. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, while liabilities drain your bank account. If you want real financial stability, focus on growing assets first, like dividend-paying stocks, rental properties, or even well-chosen index funds. Once your assets are generating reliable income, you'll be in a position to purchase liabilities without jeopardizing your future. Seeing your investments grow can also be highly motivating, reinforcing the cycle of saving and reinvesting. Social media can make it seem like everyone around you is living in luxury, taking lavish vacations, wearing designer outfits, and driving high-end cars. The truth is, many of these people are drowning in debt. They're chasing an image, not genuine financial freedom. Often, this quest for likes and external validation leads to a life that looks great on the surface but is financially unsustainable underneath. Warren Buffett is a prime example of someone who doesn't flaunt his immense wealth. He famously lives in the same house he bought decades ago, drives modest cars, and doesn't crave flashy brands. The takeaway: lasting wealth isn't about impressing strangers. It's about ensuring stability, freedom, and the resources to do what truly matters. By avoiding the need to keep up with the Joneses, you can allocate your money to endeavors that actually enrich your life, such as spending time with family, investing in education, or planning for early retirement. It's worth noting that a flashy lifestyle often results in short-term highs but long-term pain. High levels of debt, lack of emergency savings, and the stress of maintaining appearances can place a significant burden on mental health. Once you step off that hamster wheel, you'll likely discover a sense of relief and the freedom to prioritize genuine goals that bring lasting satisfaction. Once you gain control of your finances, you'll see opportunities everywhere. Instead of blaming companies for advertising their products, since everyone's trying to earn a living, you'll recognize that you hold the power to either buy or not. More importantly, you can become a creator of value yourself. In other words, you can step into the role of a producer or business owner, generating new streams of income rather than solely consuming. Maybe you start a side gig or work extra hours to increase your income. Perhaps you launch a small online store or become a freelancer. The goal is to boost your cash flow so you can invest more in assets and accelerate that compounding effect. The sooner you do this, the sooner you can live life on your own terms. And once you're consistently bringing in revenue above and beyond your basic living costs, you'll have the freedom to explore new ventures, support causes you care about, or simply enjoy a well-deserved break. The journey to financial independence begins by rejecting the zero-balance mindset, sidestepping monthly payment traps, leveraging compounding, steering clear of a showy lifestyle, and constantly looking for ways to step up your earning potential. When you follow these principles, you'll be well on your way to escaping the perpetual cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Keep in mind that these strategies are not an overnight fix. They require dedication, consistent effort, and a willingness to adapt as your circumstances change. In the end, real wealth isn't about how much you can spend. It's about having the freedom and security to live how you truly want. Remember, the best time to start was yesterday, and the next best time is now. So take charge, invest wisely, and watch your financial future transform for the better. As you stay the course, you'll discover that the momentum of disciplined saving and investing only grows stronger, paving the way for meaningful choices. From supporting family members to pursuing a passion project, or simply enjoying the peace of mind that comes with financial stability. As Warren Buffett has said, predicting rain doesn't count. Building arcs does. Stay proactive, stay focused, and watch your financial future flourish.